There's a couple things that I really, really need to tell you in this vlog. That's why I'm making it. Number one, there is now an audio version of Life with Linux. I'm working right now to get the first episode that I recorded with Angel up, and more news on Life with Linux. I currently have in the pipeline something you guys are really going to like, especially that one person that commented on the last episode about Brian Lunduke. I am in talks. I've confirmed that Alan Pope, or Popey, is going to be on my show. I'm going to interview him. John O'Bacon of Canonical fame as well I asked him and he said he is down. So that's number two. Brian Lunduke said maybe. So I'm going to figure that one out. I'm working on a lot of other community members and YouTubers, and this, if I can get like a lot of people, this could be a weekly podcast that I would host. I'm working on the shot angles. I spent all night working on it. Right now, on the first episode, if you look at it, you just see the side-by-side. Well, now I have a full screen shot of the guest, a full screen shot of me, and that I can switch to, and I can switch to the side-by-side. I've redone all the graphics, and it looks a lot better. I'm not a graphics designer by any means, and I did it all in GIMP, but I made it look good, and maybe one day I'll be able to pay a graphics designer to do that. So I'm really, really pumped because I've got, not counting these three guys, which I'm sure you all know of, I'm trying to get Chris from LAS, I'm trying to get some YouTubers that I know of. Like, there's this one guy, Anthert, who is a huge inspiration to me. I want to get him on my show. Basically, the idea of the show is to get people on to talk about Linux in a personal way, like what does it mean to you? How did you get your start? Stuff like that. I'm not going to bring someone on and ask them about Kwin or talk about GNOME in a technical sense. I want to be more people-focused. Like, if you've ever listened to the Nerdist podcast or Marin, like Mark Maron's podcast, that's where I'm taking inspiration from, except think of it like Linux. So it'll be something you can listen to. I'm not sure on the length. I'm thinking 30 minutes might be the best, because I don't know if I could do an hour, but if people want long form, then maybe I could do it. The show will be visual, and it'll go up on YouTube, and there'll also be an audio version. I don't know of a schedule. I don't know any of that. All I know is that I want to do this, and I feel like it's a good idea. So I'd like your feedbacks in the comments, and I have a thread posted on the subreddit you can go to and you can comment, or you can leave stuff down below. I'm making this video straight from my phone, straight to YouTube. I don't feel like editing these vlogs anymore, so I'm just going to do it straight off the cuff. And another thing, I'm going to be getting a Dell Optiplex tower. It's a dual core, and I'm going to be using it as a new server, and I'm going to be going through a bunch of projects, setting up a Plex server, setting up Nextcloud. I'm going to do a bunch of stuff, and I'm going to make videos of it. And I'm also going to do some more hardware stuff like Raspberry Pi. I've got a lot of plans for this channel, and I know I've been on and off lately, but 2017 just feels like a good year for me, and I really am excited to bring you guys some good, entertaining, and worthwhile Linux content. And if that means less like teachy videos, like me sitting in front of a camera, I should say, if that means less videos of me screencasting and teaching you a stupid thing, that's good, because you can get that anywhere else. You could find 100 channels that do that, but my channel will be about Linux entertainment, and I think that's something that's missing out there for us geeks. So, hope you are interested in this. I would love to hear your feedback on all this. And yes, I do apologize if this camera's a bit shaky. I'm just using the front cam on my Moto X Pure, so whatever. But again, interview suggestions thread down there. I want to hear from you. Please tell me. And feedback on anything else that I've been doing if you want more of or you want less of. I'd love to hear from you. Goodbye, guys.